So in the previous class, we started COPA, controlling and profitability analysis. And somebody mailed me that they did not receive the correct recording, but I think I sent the correct recording only, right?
Yes, sir.
So in the previous class, we have seen the difference between costing based COPA and account based COPA. Now, characteristics. Again, characteristics means it is the criteria according to which we can analyze the information in COPA. There are two types of characteristics. Number one, standard characteristics. Number two, user-defined characteristics. Standard characteristics means SAP standard characteristics, right? So again, the SAP standard characteristics are divided into two categories: fixed characteristics and predefined characteristics. Fixed characteristics and predefined characteristics. So what is fixed SAP standard characteristics? So standard characteristics means first, these are the characteristics which are delivered with the standard system. Here, SAP standard characteristics means these characteristics are delivered along with the software. They are already defined in the system. And when we purchase the software licenses, these standard characteristics are delivered to the client company. As far as standard characteristics are concerned, right, there are two types again: fixed characteristics and predefined characteristics. Fixed characteristics means these represent the fundamental and mandatory characteristics. When the operating concern is defined, operating concern means, again, operating concern is the organization in COPA. Just like company code is the organization in FI, controlling area is the organization in controlling. In COPA, the organization is called operating concern. So when we maintain the operating concern, right, when we define the operating concern, the system assigns all these characteristics automatically. They are called fixed characteristics. Whether you assign them or not, right? You need not assign them manually. When you define the operating concern, system automatically assigns all these characteristics to the every operating concern. These characteristics are called fixed characteristics. Examples of fixed characteristics are company code, business area, controlling area, billing type, etc. Besides these fundamental characteristics, there are other fixed characteristics defined automatically for the operating concern by the system, depending upon the type of the profitability analysis we use. For example, cost elements in the case of account-based COPA and record type in the case of costing-based COPA. So what you have to understand is fixed characteristics means these are the SAP standard characteristics, and when we define the operating concern, the system automatically assigns these fixed characteristics to every operating concern. Then predefined characteristics. These are available in the system. Like fixed characteristics, predefined characteristics are also available in the system, but they are not automatically added to operating concern. We have to add them separately or explicitly. We have to add them from the field catalog to the operating concern. Examples are country, customer group, etc. Clear? Fixed characteristics are automatically assigned by the system to the operating concern. But in the case of predefined characteristics, they are also available in the system already, but we have to assign them manually if you want. So that is the difference between fixed characteristics and predefined characteristics. Then user-defined characteristics. User-defined characteristics means, right, these characteristics are not available in the system. Right? These characteristics are not available in the field catalog. They are to be defined by the consultant separately. These characteristics are defined by the consultants during the implementation. If more characteristics are needed than those defined in the system, then only the consultants can define the new characteristics. Suppose there are some fixed characteristics and predefined characteristics in the system. And if these characteristics are not meeting your needs, then we have to define, as a consultant, we have to define our own characteristics. They are called user-defined characteristics. Again, there are two types of user-defined characteristics: copying from SAP tables. Copying from SAP tables. What is SAP table? Here, every setting we do in the configuration and every document we post are stored in the different tables. They are stored in the different tables, right? Say, for example, we are creating one company code, right? And in the company code, we are giving some data, right? That data is stored in one table. Similarly, we are defining company. Then at the time of defining company, we are giving some information. What is that information? Identification, company name, country, currency, right? So all this information we are providing in the company definition table, company definition screen, right? So that information is stored in one table. Similarly, we are defining fiscal year variant, chart of accounts, right? Then the account groups, then retained earnings account, document types, right? Then field status variant, global parameters, like that. Every configuration, right, we are developing are stored in one table. Similarly, when you create the GL account master record, right, in the GL account master record, we maintain the data in the chart of account segment and also company code segment, right? So whatever the data you maintain the company code segment is stored in one table. Whatever the data you maintain in the chart of account segment, they are stored in one table. And you are maintaining short text and long text, no? And the short text and long text is also stored in one table. And you are posting one document, the accounting document, right? So when you post an accounting document, it is stored again in two tables. Every accounting document contains two parts, no? What are those parts in the accounting document? What are the parts that are contained in the accounting document? Very, very basic question.
Header and line items.
Header and line.
Huh?
Header part and line item part.
Exactly. So in the header part, we are keeping that some data, right? That data is stored in one table. And in the line items, for each line item, you are giving posting key, account, amount, business, text, etc., right? That information is stored in one table. Similarly, you create vendor master record, right? So in the vendor master record, how many segments are there? General data segment, company code data segment, and purchase data segment, right? So in the general data, you maintain some information. In the company code data, you maintain some information. In the purchase data, you maintain some information. Again, this data is stored in different tables. Then you post one vendor invoice, right? An accounting document is posted. Again, the header part of this accounting document is stored in one table. The later part of this line accounting document is stored in one table, right? So here, what happens is when we post one invoice, right? It is also it updates the account balance. In addition to that, that invoice is also shown as open item. That open items is stored in another table that is called index table. Now you have made one payment to vendor. You enter the vendor payment in the F-53. Then accounting document is posted, right? So the accounting document again contains two parts: header part, line item part. So this information is stored in one table. Similarly, when you clear the open item, right? System updates the account balance. In addition to that, the system will show it as a cleared item, right? Again, that cleared item is shown in another table. Like that, every setting you do as a consultant and every data entry done by the user are stored in different tables, right? Today, I will send you one video on tables, right? Download that video, you can listen to that. And the tables information is also necessary for us from the real-time point of view, right? So how to find the table names, right? Then how to display the contents of the table names. All these things I have explained in that video. It's a technical topic, right? So I'm not dealing with it in the class, right? So I prepared one video which runs for 1 hour. There you can download that video, you can go to it. That is also very important from the entry point of view and also real-time point of view. So every field contains some fields. Every table contains some fields. Say for example, okay, let us discuss again. So here we are defining one company, right? We are defining company, right? SPRO, enterprise structure, definition, financial accounting, right? Now, see, we are defining company. Okay. So here we are maintaining some information to define the company. That information is stored in one table. Okay. Now, how to know the table name where this information is stored? See, here you have the path, right? Define company, right? Keep the cursor on that, click it, then right click. I'm telling you how to find the table name. So keep the cursor there. Define. Suppose if you want to display the table name in which company details are stored, keep the cursor on the defined company and left click. Sorry, right click. Then click on display technical information. Right. Then click on maintain objects. Right. See, customizing object V_T880. Right. So in this case, you leave V_. T880 is the table name. And you can see transaction SM30. This is called maintenance transaction or maintenance view. So the table in which the company information is stored is T880. So you can find the name of the table like this. Suppose we are defining company, right? So, sorry, company code. We are defining one company code. So at the time of defining company code, you are maintaining some data, right? So in that case, in which table that data is stored, keep the cursor here, right click, edit, copy, delete, check company code. This is the path, right? So keep the cursor there, right click, click on display technical information, then click on maintain objects. See, T001. You leave V_ always. What is this V purpose? I will tell you. So table name is T001. Right? And maintenance transaction is SM30 or EC01. Then we are defining chart of accounts, right? So where the chart of accounts is stored, go to the path where we create the chart of accounts, right? SPRO, financial accounting, general ledger accounting, GL accounts, master data, preparations, edit chart of accounts list, right? Click on it, right click, display technical information, click on maintain objects, click on maintain objects, right? Then T004. Similarly, right? Assign company code to chart of accounts. Where this information is stored, right click on the step, click on display information, click on maintain objects. See, 001_S. Similarly, you define account groups, right? So the account groups are displayed in which table, are stored in which table? Click on define account group, display technical information, click on maintain objects, T077S. Okay, so like that you can find the table. Till clear? Now Sometimes, right, you get some errors. I will tell you. See, for example, our company code is SSP1. So I'm assigning company code to company, right? So company name I have given SSPGR1. Now click on save. See the error. Entry SSPGR1 does not exist in the T880. It is the table. What the system is saying is, right, this SSPGR1 does not exist in the table T880. What is the T880 table? Company table, right? So when you get this error, you have to understand that this SSP01 is not created as company. Getting my point, everybody? When your system is saying that SSPGR1 does not exist in T880 means the company was not created with the name SSP01. Now you can understand your error. So you can rectify the company name. See, SSPGR also does not exist. For this is another batch, new batch company code, right? So somebody asked me in that batch, can we, when we delete the company, right? Assignment is also deleted? No. In that case, in order to show you that, I have deleted the SSPGRP company also. That's why now when I'm trying to assign this, system is giving the error. So with the help of the table names also, right, you will be able to solve your errors. And in the real time, right, we have to prepare the functional specifications. Functional specifications means, say for example, see, this is not related to COPA, right? It's the general discussion related to projects. See, functional specifications means sometimes the SAP standard reports are not compatible to meet the client requirements. SAP standard reports may not be useful to the client requirement. So we may have to develop the new report, right? Similarly, we may have to develop some new functionalities. In that case, we have to provide some information to the ABAP consultants, right? So for the ABAP consultants, right, we have to provide the name of the tables. We have to provide the name of the tables. From which table the information is to be taken and what is the technical name of the field. So all this information we have to provide to the ABAP consultants. For that purpose also, right, we have to know the table names. So for every conference setting we have done till now, we can find the table names. In some cases, there may not be table name. They are called structures, right? So structures are different. Again, we will be running into technical modules, right? Forget about that. For the time being, it is enough to know the table names. Wherever possible, you can find the table name here, like that. Okay. So once we find the table name, right, then you can provide this information to the ABAP consultant to develop the new functionalities. Right? Then, how to find technical name of the field? For example, right? I want to find out the technical name of the field company code. So here, so to create the company code, we are giving some information, right? This information is stored in the table T001. Now, here in the front end, you can see the company code, right? But when you create the data here, that is stored in the table T001 in the respective fields. Here, this is called field label, then field name, in which field this information is stored, right? If you want to know the technical name of the field company code, right? Keep the cursor in the field, press F1. Press F1, right? Then click on this technical information button, right? Click on this technical information button. Then see here, you can see the table name here, right? Here also you can see the table name like this. Then field name Bookers. And it's not necessary to remember the field names, right? But sometimes company code field names are some little bit important. Just remember them, that's it. Other field names are not necessary to remember. So the technical name of the field company code is Bookers, right? Table name T001. Then what is the field name of city? For example, keep the cursor there, press F1, right? Click on technical information, right? Table name, it is not specifically given, right? Sorry, table name is this, field name ORT01. So you are giving the city name, right? So the city is stored in the table, in the field ORT01. Like that, you can find the table name with the help of the path, and you can find the field name by pressing F1 and clicking on technical information button. Till now clear for everybody?
So are the field names standard for all the?
Yes, yes. Table names are standard throughout the world.
Okay.
Right? Now, okay. I will show you one more example. See, I'm going to assign, right, SSP GRP to the company code SSP1, right? Then click on save. Here, system is saying that SSP GRP does not exist in the T880 table. Now, just now I explained you T880 table represents company table, but I don't know the name of the table. System is saying that the entity does not exist in T880 table. I don't know what is the table name. If you know the table name, you will be able to understand what is the error, right? But I don't know what is the table name. I mean, table description. So how to know what is the table name of T880? Go back notes, please. To know the table name, go to the transaction code SC11. Go to the transaction code SC11. This is within brackets ABAP dictionary. This is called ABAP dictionary. Go to the transaction code SC11. Database table is equal to T880. Database table is equal to T880. Click on execute. Sorry, click on display. Click on display. See, T880 table name is global company data, means company. Observe the short description. Observe the short description. Global company data. That is company. Now look at the scheme T001, company code table, right? See, company codes. Then in the company codes, what are the fields that are there? Company code identification is there, no? Right? Name of the company code is there, no? and city we are giving na, country we are giving na, currency key we are giving na, language key we are giving na. See, company code field name bookers. Here these are the technical name of the fields. From the tables also you can find the field names, right? Name of the company code or company, but text. Name of the company code field technical name is BUTXT. Then city field is ORT01. I have shown you same thing, right? Country key land 1. Currency key WARS. Language key SPRS. Then we are assigning chart of accounts to our company code, right? So chart of accounts field is there. We are assigning fiscal year variant, right? In this table, all this information is stored. Company, we are assigning company, no? Then address. See, this is all the data which is maintained for the company code. And for each data field, technical name of the fields are also there. So this is called ABAP dictionary, right? Now, next, write down again. To display table content value. To display table content value. Transaction code SE16M. SE16M. Now, see, for our company code, for example, right? Till now, we have assigned a number of values, right? So where we can display all these values, that is called table content value. Go to the transaction code SE16M. Table is equal T001. Table is equal T001. Click on enter. Company code is equal to SK09. Company code is equal to SK09. So if you give the company code SK09, right? Company code is equal to SK09. Click on execute. See, our company code SK09, name SKF Limited, city Chennai, country IN, currency INR, language IN, chart of accounts SK09, right? Then fiscal year variant V3, company code to controlling area, assignment control in the controlling, right? We are following second scenario. Following, see, if you go to OKKP, in the controlling area, SK09. These are very important from the real-time point of view project. See, SK09, select this, click on details button. See, company code to controlling area, cross company code cost account. This value is displayed here, right? Controlling area to company code. Our company SKH09. Address, somebody has maintained this thing, right? Pin code. So other fields we did not maintain. VAT registration number, financial management, all these things we did not maintain. You can see the cursor here, just to go on. See, here, if you remember, okay, let us go there. You may not be able to remember. In the OBY6, global parameters. Right? See, we have selected business area financial statements, proposed fiscal year, right? Define default value date, then discount basis net value. These fields you have selected, right? Then you can display them here. Proposed value date. We have selected define default value date, no? It was represented. The checkbox selected are represented with the X, right? Then discount basis net value. It was also selected, no? Then business area FS means business area financial statements. We have selected business area financial statements now. Then proposed fiscal year. This also we have selected now. So the checkboxes you selected, right, are represented. Selections are always represented with the X value, right? So other fields we did not select, right? Then field status variant SK09, right? Posting bid variant SK09. You can see. Then, if you remember in the FTXP asset accounting, right? OBCL transaction code. We have assigned input tax code 0%, right? So again, you can see the values there. Input tax code V0, output tax code is VA0. So negative postings permitted. In the global parameters, we have selected negative postings permitted, right? Like that, every field you can display there. Every field you can display in SE16M. This is called display of table entries, right? I mean, general table display. This is called general table display, where we can display the content values of the table. Let us see others also. So these are the fields which we assign for the company. Clear, no? Now I want to display, right, chart of accounts. I want to display chart of accounts data, right? So what is the chart of accounts table? Press F1. Here also you can find the table, right? Table is T004, right? So go to SE16M. Give the table T004. Click on enter. Chart of accounts SK09. Click on execute. This is the value. Our chart of accounts SK09. You maintain the length of GL account number 6 digits. Maintenance language English. Chart of accounts description is. Other things we did not maintain. So like that, right? You can maintain the data. Okay. Then I told you, no, accounting document. The accounting document, right, contains the data in the header and also line items. So the accounting document header BKPF, right? Right on there. The accounting document header BKPF. The accounting document header table BKPF. The accounting document line item table BSEG. BSEG. Say for example, right, I want to display the document headers of all the documents we posted till now, right? See, in FB03, right, even though you have the document list, it will display all the documents posted till now, right? But I want to display the document header information of all these documents, right? So if you double click on individual document, you can display the document header. Not like that. I want to display the document header information of all the documents posted till now, right? In that case, you have to display the table values. Go to SE16M, right? Table name BKPF, right? Click on enter. Here you enter the document number 1 to all lines, right? company code SK09. Then click on execute. The system will display the document header of all the documents here. Document number, year, type, document date, posting date, period, entered it, right? Then translation date, username, by whom it was posted, transaction code, and reverse document numbers. All this information you can find in the document header table, right? So you can display the header information of all the documents posted till now. Right? System hang up, just a moment. Wait a minute, system hang up. Yeah. So like that, you can see all the fields. Clear, no? Now I want to display all the line items of all the documents, right? Table BSEG. Table BSEG. And you click on enter. Then you give the company code SK09, document number 1 to all 9s, and also we can display fiscal year also 2021. Click on exit. See, these are the document line items. Document number 1, line item number 1, right? Again, document number 1, line item number 2. See here, posting key 40, account type yes, debit or credit, debit, then business SK09. So these are the fields which you can maintain for each line, but we did not maintain all these fields. No? So amount in local currency, amount, original reduction amount, this is not applicable for us. GL account amount, currency. For each line item, the system will display all this information. Right. So SK09 document number 1, line item 2. Document number 2, line item number 1. Document 2, line item number 2. Right. In the 5th document, you posted number of line items, right? See, 3, 4. Like that. In the 5th document, if you remember, we have the 4 line items. See here, FB03. Document number 4. No, 5. We have the 4 line items, right? So for each line item, it is displayed here. Document number 5, line item number 1. Document number 5, line item number 2. Document number 5, line item number 3. Document number 5, line item number 4. Posting key 40. Clubbing document you posting. So from the tables, we can display the information also, right? Like that, when you create the customer, so the other things regarding the tables, I will send you the video, right? Take the notes from the video. Now, so when you create the characteristics from the SAP tables, right? They are called user-defined characteristics. So we can select the fields from the SAP tables like customer master records. Here, we create the customer master record, right? In the customer master record, you maintain the data like company code data, general data, and the sales data, right? Then company code data is stored in one table. Then general data is stored in one table. Sales data is stored in one table. In that case, from those tables also, you can take the fields. technical name of the fields. Material master records to define the own characteristics from the operating concern. In doing so, the system automatically derives the characteristic from the key fields of the referred to table, which is also called characteristics origin table. For example, when we add the field customer group, KNA1 table. See, in the KNA1 table, right, we maintain the customer master record, general data. In the KNA1 table, we maintain the customer master record, general data. In the KNB1 table, right, we maintain the customer master record, company code data. So, for example, in the characteristic, customer group is there. According to customer group, I want to find the sales value, for example. So, we created customer group as one characteristic. See, KNA1, go to SC11. See, here, general data, customer master. Right? So, from the customer master record, from this table, you have created one characteristic, KNA1, right? So, the value is derived from the customer number because the customer number is taken from the customer. Say, for example, you have the Andhra Pradesh dealers, one customer. See, we have created KNA1 table, KNA from the KNA1 table, right? One characteristic customer group. Now, customer group, we have two groups, Andhra Pradesh dealers, Tamil Nadu dealers. In the Andhra Pradesh dealers, you have 100 dealers. In the Tamil Nadu dealers, you have 150 dealers, right? Now, customer wise, customer group wise, I want to find the sales. What is the total sales from Andhra Pradesh customer account group? And what is the total sales from the Tamil Nadu customer account group? How the system derives the value? From the customer number. So the customer number is taken from customer account group only, right? So when you post the invoice, you enter the customer number, right? So based on the customer number, the system automatically determines the customer group. So when we add the field customer group from the table KNA1, the values is derived from the customer number because the customer number is taken from the customer group. That means that the system determines the customer group from the customer number to update the values. So when you create the logic from the tables, when you create the characteristics from the tables, system automatically delivers the logic. Then customer characteristics. We can create our own characteristics from the scratch without referring to any SAP tables. In this case, we need to develop our own derivative rules, how the characteristics are determined to update that information. It is important to note that we cannot create two characteristics with the same data element in the same operating concern. Just remember this point, that's enough. Then compounding characteristics. When we define our own characteristics, that is customer defined characteristics, it is possible to define one which is dependent upon another characteristic of our operating concern. This is called compounding characteristics. When we do the compounding, the newly defined characteristic is called subordinate characteristic, refers to the upper level characteristic. We cannot use such compounded characteristics separately. It has to be used along with the upper level characteristic. That means here we have the country, right? One characteristic. Within the country, right? Region is another characteristic. Means, for example, we are carrying on business in India and Singapore. Our group is carrying on business in India and Singapore. So India wise, I want to find the sales. Country wise, sorry. Again, I'm repeating. We are carrying on business in India and Singapore. In this case, same products we are selling. So we have the Singapore company code and Indian company code. Then first point, I want to find the total sales value and also quantity country-wise. Then you create the country as one characteristic. Characteristic values are India and Singapore. Then for the operational convenience, you have divided all your operations in each country region-wise. In India, you are carrying on business in southern region, eastern region, western region, northern region, and central region. Similarly, in Singapore also, you have divided total operations to 5 regions. Now, in this case, I want to find the total sales value and also quantity region-wise in every country. So in that case, country is called upper level characteristic and region is called lower level characteristic or subordinate level characteristic. India, southern region, how much sales, value and quantity. India, northern region, how much sales, value and quantity. Western region, India, how much sales, value and quantity. Singapore, northern region, how much quantity and how much sales, quantity and value. So in this case, southern region is called subordinate characteristic and the country is called upper level characteristic. Clear? Then characteristic hierarchy. It is just for reporting purpose only, right? See, it is the tree-like structure which is made up of nodes. Nodes means each node represents a single characteristic to which the values are posted and the nodes to which values cannot be posted. See, characteristic hierarchy means it is tree-like structure which is made up of nodes to which values are posted and the nodes to which values cannot be posted. Means what? Here, we are international company. Again, we are having the present international. We have the presence in Asian continent and European continent. Okay. Then in Asia, we are carrying on business in India, China, Singapore. Then Europe. In Europe, we are carrying on business in Germany and France. This is called characteristic hierarchy. Right? Again, in India, we are carrying on business in China, southern, western, eastern, northern, central, eastern. In India, in China, in Singapore, we are carrying on business in each country in different regions, right? So under India, you will have the 5 regions. Under the China, you will have the 5 regions. Under Singapore, you have the 5 regions. That is called characteristic hierarchy. So in this particular characteristic hierarchy, right, values can be posted only in the India level, China level, Singapore level. Means in this particular example, in this particular characteristic hierarchy, we can post the values only at the country level. You cannot post the values directly. It means the system cannot directly post the values at the continent level. So it's a tree-like structure which is made up of nodes to which values are posted and the nodes to which values cannot be posted. Clear? Then segment in COPA, it's very, very important. It is also called profitability segment in COPA. So what is the profitability segment? Just a minute. I want to explain one more point in the real internal orders. See, in the case of real orders, how can we determine the receiving object? In the real orders, we do the settlement of values, right? In the case of real orders, we can transfer the cost of real internal orders to the other controlling object. So here, if the real order belongs to results analysis class, the cost of the real internal order can be settled to profitability segment. I explained the other points previously in the real internal order itself, right? But I did not explain you what is profitability segment, right? So if the real internal order belongs to results analysis object class, then the cost can be settled to profitability segment. What is that profitability segment? It is also called segment in COPA, or it is also called profitability segment. The segment represents an object to which the costs and revenues can be designed and assigned and evaluated. See, the segment represents an object to which the cost and revenues can be assigned and evaluated. As it represents an external market segment, we can use the segment to analyze its profitability by comparing the sales and revenues over a period of time. An operating concern can have any number of segments, and each segment is the combination of the characteristic values. See, segment is the combination of the characteristic values, right? So what are the characteristics? Product. Okay, product group is one characteristic, right? Then product group one characteristic, product one characteristic, right? Then country one characteristic, then region one characteristic. So these are our characteristics. These are our characteristics, right? Now, under the product group, we have consumer appliances. Then we have chemicals. See, under the consumer appliances, right? We have under the product group, we have the consumer appliances and the chemicals. Then textiles. Then under the product, under the products, under the consumer appliances, we have washing machines, right? Then televisions, then refrigerators. Like that, under the chemicals, right? We have polythene, polypropylene, methane gas, okay, we are having only three chemicals, right? Then under textiles, we have some other products. So these are the individual products, right? Okay. Now we are carrying on business India, Singapore, Japan, USA. So product group 1 characteristic. Characteristic values are consumer appliances, chemicals, and textiles. Then products are another characteristic. Under the product, we are producing and selling washing machines, television, refrigerators. Under chemicals, polythene, polypropylene, methane gas. And we are selling all these products in different countries: India, Singapore, Japan, USA. Then in every country, we are carrying on business southern region, northern region, eastern region, western region, central region. Remember, in every country, we are carrying on business in 5 regions. Okay, so these are all your characteristics. Now, my value fields. My value fields, sales value and sales quantity. This is the information which I want. So these are all my characteristics, right? And this is the information which I want. That means here, listen to me carefully. In the southern region of country India, right? For my washing machines, which belongs to product group computer consumer appliances, what is the total sales value? What is the total sales quantity? So I want to analyze sales value and sales quantity for the southern region from India for the washing machines in the consumer appliances. I want to know what is the sales value and the sales quantity from the southern region of India for the product televisions from the consumer appliances. What is the sales value and sales quantity from the southern region of India for the refrigerators product from the consumer appliances product? So what is the combination of characteristics here? Southern region of India for washing machines in the product group consumer appliances. This is called profitability segment. Clear, no? Washing machine, India, southern region. In the consumer appliances. So you can analyze the value fields, right? You can find the values for each combination of characteristic. So that combination of characteristic is called profitability segment. So at the profitability segment level only, we can analyze the values. Say for example, right, this month in the southern region of India, for the washing machines of the computer appliances, this month targeted sales is 100 crores. In the southern region of India, for the product washing machines, right, under the group consumer appliances, we should achieve a turnover of 100 crores. That is planning for profitability segment. Now you track the system tracks the actual sales, right? Then at the profitability segment level, you can compare the targets with the actuals. Targeted sales is 100 crores, right? But actual sales is 95 crores. Why 5 crores less? That is the headache of the management to analyze the reasons. But they need this information. What is the planned value, planned sales in the southern region of India for washing machines? Then what is the actual sales in the southern region India for washing machines? We have to provide this information to them. For that, we use this profitability segment. Sorry, profitability analysis. Clear? So example, product LCD TV, country India, region South. So in the southern region of country India, for the LCD TV, what is the total sales value and what is the total sales quantity and what is the cash discount available to customers. Similarly, for the washing machines, right, for the consumer appliances, what is the total sales value? Here they have given only the combination of 2 characteristics, but here we have taken the combination of 4 characteristics. That is the meaning of profitability segment. The segment represents an object to which the costs and revenues can be assigned and evaluated. So at this level, you can see the red mark, right? So for this combination of these red headings, we can assign the costs, we can assign the values, and we can analyze the values. Then again, value fields. Till now, we have discussed characteristics, value fields. These are the values which we can analyze for each characteristics. Example, sales, cost, freight, cash discount paid, etc. The value fields are used only in costing based COPA. Underline this line. The value fields are used only in costing based COPA. We don't use the value fields in account based COPA. In account based COPA, we use only GL accounts. That's why that is called account based COPA. Each value field contains the currency amounts and quantity information. So how the value field is represented is in the terms of value and quantity. Means currency. Value means what? Currency, right? So each value field contains the currency amounts and the quantity information. These are the highest level of details at which we can analyze the values like quantities, revenues, costs, including the sales deductions, etc. In the costing based COPA, we use these value fields to restructure our costs and revenues. While defining the operating concern, we add these fields from the field catalog. I will show you all these characteristics and value fields. Then aggregation rule. Aggregation means totals. So how the totals are derived? There are the rules which will determine how the values in a value field are to be handled. See how the values in a value field means sales value is a value field. So in that case, how the sales value is to be determined? Sales quantity is a value field. So how the sales quantity is to be determined? That is called aggregation rule. So when the data is aggregated over a multiple periods in planning and reports, in SAP, there are 3 aggregation rules. Number 1, addition. It is most commonly used. Means, suppose I want to find the total sales. I want to find the total sales. I want to find the total sales in the southern region, right, of country India for the washing machines, right, under the group consumer appliances for April, May, June. I want to find the quarterly sales. I want to find out the quarterly sales, right, in the southern region of country India for the washing machines under the consumer appliances product group. So how this total sales value is determined for the quarter? That is called aggregation rule, addition. So we add the sales value in the southern region of country India for the washing machine under the consumer appliances for April, May, and June. That is called addition. Clear, no? So how the values are determined? That is called aggregation. So in most of the cases, 99% of the cases, we use the addition value. Now, average values. It is used in the case of non-cumulative values like number of employees. For example, right, in the southern region of India, right, related to consumer appliances. So there will not be employees according to products, right? If there are, let us assume, there won't be any employees as per the products, but there are some employees according to product groups. Now, in this case, I want to know what is the total number of employees in the southern region of India in the consumer appliances division for 3 months, quarter. I want to know the total number of employees in the southern region of India for the consumer appliances division for 3 months, April, May, June. In that case, do you add? No. Here we take the average of the attendance. Suppose if there are 100 employees, right, and all the 100 employees are attending every day. So in the April, 100% attendance is there, and May, June also 100% is there. In that case, do you say there are 300 employees in the consumer appliances division? Yes or no?
No, sir. No, sir. We take the average.
Yes. Number of employees are 100. That's it. That means in this case, in some cases, we use the average value. Otherwise, latest value. I want to know the number of employees in the southern region of India for the consumer appliances division for April, May, and June. In that case, you may take the value of the last month, June. Then you can say, okay, in this division, in southern region of India, we have this 100 employees or 150 employees. These are called aggregation rules. So there are 3 types of aggregation rules: addition, which is most commonly used, average values, and last value. So it is used in the case of non-cumulative values like number of employees. Then again, there are 2 types of value fields: amount fields, which are reflected, which are represented in currency; quantities, which are reflected in unit of measurements. So amount fields, these value fields contain amount in currencies. Quantity fields, these represent the quantity. These fields are assigned to field containing unit of measurements. Then categories of value fields. These are 2 categories of value fields. Predefined value fields. These are included in the system. When you purchase the software, the system will deliver all these predefined value fields. These include most frequently used value fields such as revenue, sales quantity, freight charges, etc. We need to select the required value fields and add them to our operating console. Then user-defined value fields. These are the customer-defined value fields. Customer-defined means the value fields defined by the consultants as per the client requirement. They are called customer-defined value fields. We define and add them to the field catalog. When we define the new value fields, they are available in all the clients in all operating console. What is the operating console? We have not yet covered. Then data flow into Copilot. So we have the number of modules like metals management, F5, financial accounting, production planning and control, HR. Like that, we have number of value fields, right? Sorry, number of modules. From all these modules, the information of expenses and revenues, the information of expenses are transferred to product costing module. So in the product costing module, we can find out the cost of goods manufactured. Then this cost of goods manufactured is taken into SD module. In the SD module, right, we add cost of goods sold. In the SD module, we add the expenses incurred in the sales and distribution department. Cost of goods manufactured plus expenses incurred in the sales and distribution department. That becomes your cost of goods sold. So the cost of goods sold contains all the expenses incurred in your company on your production. So this cost of goods sold is taken into your billing document. So from SD, right, the information is flown into COPA value fields. COPA value fields like what? Sales revenue, freight, discounts, right, etc., etc. So most of the information is taken from SD module only. Lot of information is taken from SD module only. This is called data flow into COPA value fields. Now we will see the configuration. Configuration we start in tomorrow's class. Any questions?
Mr. Lakshman, Deepak here.
Yeah, Deepak.
Yeah, this query related, I just posted you.
1 second, I did not understand it actually.
It is for T code 7KE1.
In your profit center accounting, right?
Yes.
What's your controlling area?
DJ18.
7.
7KE1.
KE1.
Yeah. We are defining the actual,
Planned values.
Planned values, right?
yeah, planned values.
DJ
18.
18.
Yeah.
Account group
Product 1.
Okay.
Yeah, form based, right? So
Account group.
yeah, the account group product 1 only.
That is
No, balance sheet
profit
line items. Balance sheet line items or profit line items.
PL items.
Yeah, PL items, PL and BSI. Yeah. Now when we do this, yeah, I get this.
You have to go to the GB02 and you have to define the number ranges for local documents.
That we did it. I did it. GB02. Yeah, I did.
Sir,
that.
actually, what happened? The latest
I've
one.
done this, sir. I have got. I will give you my this also. I have
Okay, sir.
AQ and AR.
No. See, let me check, right?
Yeah. Okay.
I do believe you, right?
Yeah. No problem. No, just to clarify.
Let me check.
Yeah.
Sir, can I explain here what happened actually?
Yeah. What is that?
Sir, actually, it is taking latest user number, sir. Yesterday, I also see that Deepak DJ18 has the assigned
Yes.
AO and actual number range and plan number range. Before that, I assigned that, but yesterday I was trying to post the number, actual numbers, actual
Yes.
posting. Then I
Yes,
could see
because many students are doing the practice in the same server, no?
yeah, that is the
So
reason.
that's why if you have the gap between your practice and somebody else's practice, right, then it may give you this type of error. See, actually, you have defined the number ranges,
Right.
Deepak.
Right.
But for these number ranges, right, you did not assign AO and PO. You can see the number ranges here.
Yeah. I have assigned it. If you see AQ, I have got.
DJ18.
No, sir.
right?
Yeah, DJ.
No, sir, he assigned it actually. So what
AQ.
happened?
See,
Yeah.
let me explain. Srinivas, let me explain to you. You have assigned the number ranges. You have created number ranges, not assigned.
Right. Create.
You have created the number ranges, but for these number ranges, right, you did not assign AO and PO, but you might have assigned. After assigning, right, you stopped the practice at that time. Okay.
Yeah.
So after 2 hours or 3 hours, you are trying to post planned values.
Correct.
In between, right, somebody has defined the number ranges for the document types in his profit center accounting.
Okay.
Then those AO and PO might have been assigned by him to his number ranges.
Okay.
That's why the AO and PO have been deleted from your number ranges.
Okay.
That is the reason. That is
So,
what Srinivas is trying to explain.
okay. How do we return?
Same thing.
So again, we have to.
PU01 is who? I think it is you only.
Yes, sir, it's mine actually, correct.
Yeah. So keep the cursor again on AO.
Mhm.
Click on SN element group. Then double click on number range number AQ. Click on save. See, it is there now under DJ18.
Okay.
Then
Uh-huh.
again
Okay.
PO. Select the number ranges. Sorry. Select the PO planned documents. See, for DU01, AO was not there.
Okay.
Now, if he tries to post some documents, actually, it will not accept. Now, PO is there, right? So keep the cursor on PO. Click on SN element group. Double click on number range number AR. Click on save. Now, if you see DU01, DJ18, your number ranges are there for your profit center accounting, right?
Oh, right.
So for DU01,
It is not.
number range documents are not there. If he tries to do the planning activity for his profit center accounting, he will get the error now.
Okay.
This problem will not happen in the real time because there won't be this many number of users now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And there won't be this many number of controlling areas.
Acha. Okay.
Got it, no? Deepak.
Okay. Yeah. Fine. Thanks.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, Srinivas, tell me. You raise your
Sir,
hand.
except I was trying to post actual numbers, but it got posted. But the thing is, system is considering the dummy cost center as a default cost center, sir.
Which
So,
cost limit you are posting?
salary, sir, cost element.
So in the salaries, you might have done the default account assignment of cost center. Even though the cost center is defaulted, you can rectify this. You can change the cost center.
Sir, can you show us, please? Because I tried it. Even I changed the field status variant.
What's your
also.
controlling area?
DU01. sir.
Cost element?
Cost element 400307. sir.
400?
307.
Cost center is not there, no?
So profit center.
You enter
sir.
the cost center.
No, profit center. It is profit center. It is. If you can click here on the profit center, sir.
Where is the profit
is-
center? Here.
Field.
Okay,
Field.
okay.
Yes.
Okay. You go to the field status
So
group,
now it is taking. Yeah.
which is assigned to this 400307, right?
Okay.
You
Yeah.
make the profit center optional. In the
But
additional
if
account
If I try to enter profit center here, it is taking dummy cost center by default. Even I try to give my.
yeah, it will take default only because profit center you cannot directly enter now.
Okay.
Profit center is derived from the cost centers for the expenses and also other controlling objects.
But sir, when I'm trying to find out the actuals versus plan, it is showing as a actuals as a 0 because posting
First
value
you
is
take-
not
No, further, see, it was posted to dummy profit center.
correct, sir.
So in the normal profit center, we show 0 only.
Okay.
It will show 0 because the expenses are posted in dummy property center. If you display the report in the dummy property center, it will show the values.
Okay, okay. So I need to select dummy cost center. Okay, got
You have
it.
to make it property center as optional. Then you have to enter cost center here. From the cost center only, system derives the profit center. Okay, no? Yes or no, Srinivas?
Yes, I got it, sir.
Okay, okay,
Thanks.
okay. Okay, then see you tomorrow.